I might need to get some new theme music. I didn't realize it gets all glitchy at the end of there. How's it going? It's Stupenzo here, going live randomly. Having a wonderful Sunday. That is today, isn't it? I had a pretty tumultuous weekend. Tumultuous. Very busy, very hectic. For those of you who follow me on Twitter, the cat, Miao Yin, she is doing better. She's not 100% out of the gate, though. She did just throw up a little bit just now, so I'm worried. But she has been eating. She might have eaten too much, is what I'm worried about. But yeah, I don't know. Her and the other cat, Yellow Man, got into a fight with some other cat who, if I find him, he's going to pay. But yeah, there's this black cat going around. He beat up both of my cats. I think Yellow Man tried to protect my little cat, and she was traumatized. She didn't really get injured. Yellow Man came inside. He was all bloody and beaten. And I was worried about him. He had a big puncture wound in his leg. He's fine. He's acting like nothing's wrong. He had his back of his head all scratched up. Jesus. Meanwhile, Miao Yin, little girl, she's only 6 pounds. She has no visible signs of injury whatsoever. And yet, she just stopped eating. She stopped eating or drinking for 2 whole days. Then I took her to the vet on the 3rd day, and they gave her some fluids and some antibiotics. She did not eat or drink at all the 3rd day. And then this morning, she woke up, got out of the sink for the first time, and walked around and started eating and drinking a little bit. So she's starting to act more like her little self. But like I said, she did just throw up a little bit just now. So I'm thinking she might have just eaten too much, but she's doing okay. What's up, Gooch? I was going to watch y'all's Reservoir Dogs stream with Luke, Northern English Bastard, but I decided last minute, since the cat can eat, I will go see Dune randomly at 4 o'clock. So, yeah, the Dune agenda. Everyone's loving it. I liked it too. We'll get into that in a minute. I did share a little video of what it's like in my theater. Let's see if I can show this here. Let's do this. How do I do this? Go like this. Go over here. Oh, there we go. Let's share my screen here. Present. I didn't think I was going to be sharing my screen today, but here we go. Alas, here we are. This is my theater. It's a small theater in my small Texas town. There's nobody in there. There was like 5 people, and I think one of the guys was dying. Yeah. So as you can see, totally empty. There's like 5 people sitting in here total. But it's the big theater. There's 4 screens in my theater, and Theater 4 is the big one. It's where the big seats are. But obviously, there's no stadium seats like the old days. It's like if you're sitting behind a tall guy, you're fucked. The screen was nice and large. The volume was nice and loud. I think volume is more important than gigantic screens. I have really good vision, guys. I might need some glasses soon, maybe in my 40s. And yeah, you can get drunk and fast fucking here. Toxic, that's right. I did sneak a little vape in here, but I don't know. The movie was pretty good, so I didn't need to get all lit off my titties to see it. Although I do argue that Dune is basically Star Wars with psychedelics. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? What else happened? Oh, I got tagged in this. Where is this? Someone tagged me in something. Notifications. Oh God. Let's see here. Let's do this. Yeah, Tomby tagged me in something. Here we go. And I figured I'd just go live with this. He tagged me in some kind of one of these chain mail things I don't really care for. And yeah, we're obviously going to talk about the movie tomorrow and Tuesday, and talk about we're going to be talking about Dune pretty much all week. I think everyone's just going to be talking about Dune, which is why it would have been funny if I talked about a stupid movie instead right now. But alas, I didn't really watch any stupid movies this week. I was thinking about watching that stupid Spaceman movie with Adam Sandler, but everyone just said it was boring. So don't even bother. But yeah, Tomby tagged me in something. 5 favorites, 5 tags. I guess I got to do this on Twitter, but I guess I'll think out loud right here. Favorite food, chili relleno, Mexican food. Chili relleno, in case you don't know, it's a stuffed poblano pepper, battered and deep fried. It's awesome. My favorite season, God, these questions are gay. Favorite season is fall, obviously, because October, Halloween, obviously. and I'm in Texas, so it's one of the more tolerable seasons. My favorite drink. Oh, um, I like how Tomby said a cup of tea, like CUPPA, cup of tea. That's cute, I guess. What else we got here? Let's stop sharing my screen here. Favorite color. Oh, well, my favorite drink, I don't know. Alcoholic would probably just be Jameson and ice. Non-alcoholic, probably just a good old cup of coffee. I do like coffee. Right now, I'm drinking some carrot juice. I like carrot juice a lot. If I go get a juice land, some kind of juice stuff, Jamba juice, whatever, I like to get carrot, orange, and beet. That's I'm a simple man. I do love me some carrot juice, but I guess my favorite drink is water. I'm one of those guys that never had a problem drinking water. Yeah, favorite soda, Dr. Pepper easily. I don't drink Dr. Pepper a whole lot, though. You'd be surprised. But yeah, us here in Texas. I got Blind Fury coming out on Wednesday. Me and my cousin watched that, and yeah, we made some good Dr. Pepper jokes. Barbecue Sprite, it's called. My cousin didn't realize that the Yankees call it Barbecue Sprite. Huh. My favorite color, Tommy's asking. Probably red. I was in this thing called Red Camp, you guys, and basically it was a little mini burn, a little festival, Burning Man, but we do it out here in the woods out in Texas, Memorial Day weekend. So basically kind of like Dune. You're waking up in a tent. It's hot as fuck, tripping balls like for days on end. Just like a psychedelic tsunami. That's kind of what living on Arrakis is like, just inhaling spice constantly. And that's the other thing. I know Frank Hibbert. I don't know, the guy who wrote Dune. I know he took mushrooms a couple times and it totally blew his mind. And he wrote about Dune. He should try, taking DMT, mushrooms, and LSD all at once while doing nitrous oxide. Then get back to me. For 5 days straight while getting drunk off your ass. You have to understand, in Texas, we party hard, guys. We would party in these massive, dry heat waves with 105-degree temperatures and no rain. Or we'd party some years in total tornadoes and floods. People's camps are getting ankle deep worth of water. You have to go inside your tent and wring out the water in your pillows. Ugh. Those are some horrible years. I prefer the hot years, honestly, because everyone's walking around with their titties out. Titty City, we call it. Yeah, just getting really high, really drunk, and wanting to start a revolution. I'm just kidding. I don't know. I've always joked that these drug-induced utopias, they're only fun until the drugs run out. You always see these hippie communes, like the movie The Beach. Dune. Once they run out of the spice, they'll eat each other, man. Yeah, Wormpilled, exactly. The worms. The movie's about worms, guys. Brits all call a cup of tea a cuppa. It's slang. I gathered that. Final question, favorite cartoon. Ooh, this is a tough one. I don't know, man. I want to say South Park just because it's still on and it's still good. Like Simpsons, I do love those first 10 seasons of The Simpsons, but man, it started falling downhill, 15, 20 years ago, and it's still on. What are good cartoons? Beavis and Butthead, that's still funny. I guess if I was thinking of anime movies, Paprika. Bro, are you just hanging out in an empty theater? No. I am back home. I had to come home and check on the cat. Mao-Yin's doing better. But like I said, I think I fed her too much when I got home. I fed her some snacks. Those little catnip snacks. She ate some for the first time. That's when I knew she was sick. Cause what was it? Thursday. She just sat in my sink all day, which was very weird. Usually she likes to get up early and ask to go outside. She didn't ask on Thursday. That was weird. And she also didn't eat or drink anything, and that was also weird. And then Friday, she got out of the sink and walked around and was just looking real, not good, not happy. She was growling at me when I was picking her up. That's not normal. And yes, again, refusing to eat or drink. And I was like, well, I guess she'll come around. And then I look online, and you're like, if your cat hasn't eaten in 2 days, like they might die because cats apparently, if they don't eat or drink after 2 or 3 days, their kidneys and their liver will shut down. It's like, Jesus. So I had to go to the vet, emergency vet. So it was extra expensive. It was like $400 to give her a examination and antibiotics. It was like a 2-week broad spectrum antibiotic. So that was probably the most of the money. And then also they had a hydrator, give her like a big injection of like water, like under her skin. She had this big bulge between her shoulders. And I don't know, 12 hours later, still no improvement. And I was worried. I was honestly worried she might have rabies because she was like not eating or drinking anything. But eventually I did put a straw of water in her mouth and she swallowed it. And I was like, oh, thank God. Because I was like, what if she had rabies? And I've been like, kissing on her nose and like putting my fingers in her mouth, like looking for any kind of infection and stuff. What if I died by giving myself rabies, guys? Wouldn't that be hilarious? Or, even if I didn't get rabies, Lord Toxic, you have a dog that hasn't been eaten in 3 weeks. He's just napping in the same spot on the corner. I'm sure he's fine. Yeah, probably. Oh my God, that reminds me, last night in the middle of the night, because I was like up till 7 a.m. trying to see if Mao Yen would come around and eat. And finally, like around 6 a.m, she kind of woke up and got some water, and I could finally safely go to bed. But before I did, I watched Hot Shots Part 1 because I had seen Part 2 many, many times. I've seen Part 2 a lot more, even though I've seen Part 1 a few times, but I hadn't seen Part 1 in a while. And damn, dude, it's just as funny. And yeah, the little recurring joke of them like sitting on the little chihuahua, that shit got me so good. It happens like 3 or 4 times where someone sits down and there's like a little woo, and it's like, oh, there's a little chihuahua under their butt. So good. Lots of random, great irreverent humor. I love it. When Ramada, that's her name. Ramada singing that song in the lounge cocktail dress. She's like, anybody from out of town here? And there's like a pair of Amish people at the table drinking beers. And then there's like an Eskimo, that shit's funny. It's cute. That being said, Dune 2, not funny, not cute. Very serious movie. Honestly, I wouldn't have minded if it was just a 4-hour movie. Why did I feel Stupenzo did a whole series of Tai Chi dance for his kitty, like BTILC? No, I just prayed to God that my little cat would feel better, and she is, I think. Right now she's sitting with mother. So that's good. That's odd. I mean, out in the wild, they don't always have constant access to food. Yeah, I know. Well, you'd be surprised how many critters the cats kill. That's the other thing. I think the cat wants to go outside. That's how she still wants to go outside, even though she's sick. That's what's funny. I think she's just being a drama queen, guys. She just likes to keep me on my toes and, make me spend a few $100 on her every once in a while, just to show that I love her still. But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, I randomly went to go see Dune and I liked it. Obviously better than the David Lynch version, better than the sci-fi miniseries. I thought I thought it was pretty good, but overlong. Discussion tomorrow. Also, Six Flags Atlanta. What happened in Six Flags Atlanta? I don't want to know, honestly. Let's look it up. Six Flags Atlanta. Did it get burned down? Was there a jihad? I'm not seeing anything. Oh, wait. Teen shot outside of Six Flags over Georgia as gunfire erupts between police and unruly people. For the last time, Google, no, do not use my precise location. I don't care. Unruly crowd at Six Flags. Multiple suspects are seen being sought out after a 15-year-old was shot when police exchanged gunfire with what they describe as an unruly crowd of up to 600 people near Six Flags over Georgia amusement park in suburban Atlanta. Definitely the whites are at it again. That's always those damn white people. The shooting erupted around 6:15 p.m. Saturday on a service road just off of a 290-acre theme park's property in Austell, about 17 miles northwest of Atlanta, according to the Cobb County Police Department. Before the shooting, Cobb County police officers were called to the park by Six Flags Over Georgia security to help disperse a sizable, unruly crowd of 500 to 600 people running through the park and fighting. Jesus Christ. When police arrived, they were confronted by a large crowd leaving the park, which was celebrating its opening day of the season. Oh, so it was the first day of Atlanta's Six Flags. That makes sense. So that was the reason. People just enjoy the theme park too much. Okay. Blue Collar admits, I enjoy listening to Enzo on the toilet. I'm not on the toilet. I'm in my computer on the chair. Oh, you're on the toilet. I get it. Yeah. Thanks. I do like to talk. That's the other thing. I'm such a narcissist, guys, that talking once a week for hours on end with a group of people just isn't cutting it. And I also don't have the time or energy to be busting out little short videos here and there. I did release a short video yesterday. It's only got 11 views. It was a music video. Yeah. Oh well, stick to what I know, making fun of stupid movies. I can also make fun of good movies though. Let's see, Dune. Yeah, I don't know. I know there's like a lot of complaints about it. I will say, guys, it's not as good as Empire Strikes Back. I know people have been saying, I mean, it's probably like this generation's Empire. We might have a fellow Texan joining us tomorrow night. Talk to you then. I don't believe you. Every time you say some friend of yours is joining, it never happens. I don't believe you have friends, Toxic. I think you're lying about everything. Yes, I'm kidding, obviously. Feel better, Miao Yen. Thank you. Yeah, I mean, I hope she does feel better too. She's on the mend, I think. I swear, if she hadn't been better, I wouldn't have gone to see Dune. And if I hadn't gone to see Dune, I wouldn't have gone live randomly today. Hello, Dreamer DC Comics. How are you? Glad to have you here. You know, I have a Superman Kingdom Come tattoo on my arm. It's the only tattoo I have, and that's why I'm kind of excited about this Corn Sweat Superman. The logo looks good. I know the costume leaks were fake. But that's in the right direction, those pictures, assuming the cape is longer. We have seen the big close-up of the Superman emblem. It looks great. That is exactly what I'm looking for. And it's, you know, it's not the traditional Superman symbol, which is what DC loves because they don't need to pay Schuster and Siegel their full intellectual property royalty payments. So that's good. Blue Collar, you should do a low bar review with us doing the new Mad Max movie. Oh, God, Furiosa. I don't want to see it, but okay. I subscribed to your channel back in November. This is going to be really random, but I subscribed for the Flubber video. Hell yes. Thank you. The Flubber video was actually one of the first Wii watches I ever recorded. But, you know, back in the early days of January, February, I just assumed Disney would never let us release a video like that because they're copyright curmudgeons. That's not true. Disney's actually quite cool with us making fun of their movies. In fact, they've emailed me multiple times saying, hey, you know what? Your video is fair use. We're dropping the claim. So how about that? And I'm glad you liked Flubber because we are going to be pivoting to more kids movies in a bit. I think we got Kazam coming up soon. The Ewok Adventure is coming up soon. These are movies that we've already watched and recorded, mind you. I have like a good dozen movies recorded at this point that I can just edit and release whenever. Like I said, Blind Fury starring Rutger Hauer is next. It's coming out this Wednesday. And I may re-edit it and make it less edited. I may, you know, it may be one of those movies I'm allowed to like do less overlays and graphics and stuff. But thank you, DC Comics, for joining. I've got, you know, we've got over 80 We Watch movies we've done. Schlocktober, we watched a whole bunch of old crappy movies. Yeah. What is it? I did The Relic a while ago. I got Time Cop. I got The Hunted. Hard Target, action movies. I think we're going to do some kids movies first, and then we'll pivot back to action movies. But yeah, Blind Fury was a fun movie. It was nice and stupid too. That being said, thanks for everyone being here. I'm just kind of shooting the shit, talking while I'm multitasking, doing some things. That is quite a tragedy about Atlanta. Also quite a tragedy about the Arrakis getting slaughtered at the end of the first Dune movie. I like how the Dune 2 kind of picks up right after the first one. No nonsense. We've got some friends celebrating birthdays for their children. So happy birthday to Alex's daughter, Ayla. Good job. Games Radar. James Gunn shares first images of Superman's new suit emblem. Yeah, Toxic sent me this. I'm assuming we're going to talk about this tomorrow as well. We're going to do a Dork Side episode at 10:30. Let's see. Add to the stage. Yeah, I mean, this looks great. I love the snow. Like the idea that he's been buried, I don't know, unearthed Antarctica, the Fortress of Solitude. Where does the channel on YouTube on Friends with his name is Flubber Booty Bounce and all his posts is that one scene at the end? Oh, I assume you're talking about the Flubber dance scene. Yeah, I mean, the thing about the Flubber we watch, it's okay. I think I understand what you're saying. I edit a lot of the stuff out of the we watches. I can't just, it's hard sometimes. Sometimes we're so funny that I gotta just, I gotta sacrifice some jokes because I can't just like upload movies in full. YouTube doesn't like that. I like to at least edit out at least half the film. So if it's an hour and a half long movie, expect the we watch to be about 45, 50 minutes. But I promise you, it's usually just the best jokes. It's all about the jokes. I don't really care if we're sacrificing important plot points or if the movie is confusing. Honestly, that's actually better for my fair use argument. Cannoli, how's it going? How are you guys doing? You and the missus. Glad you're doing well. There was a very sweet stream when your 1 year anniversary on the Mrs. Cannoli female perspective show. The fart. We're the guy. Yeah. I think I know what you're talking about. This part where there's some farts. The thing is, man, all of our we watches have so much potty humor in them anyway. So when the movie actually has potty humor, I try to. It's not really necessary. Doing well. Sassy is sober. Like permanently? No, that's not necessary. I'm one of those guys where, I think I've only been like shit-faced like 3 or 4 times in my life where everyone's like, damn, Enzo needs to go lay down, I approve of the new Superman logo. Yeah, it's actually not new, though. It's the old Alex Ross Kingdom Come Superman symbol, which I'm a huge fan of. I love the streamlined design. I know a lot of people are kind of weirded out by it, especially if you're not familiar with Kingdom Come. It just looks like a diagonal line. It's like, yeah, that's kind of why the symbol's so brilliant. It just looks great, nice and streamlined. Andrew, the Dune hype man. Yeah, of course. Andrew likes to say, everything's either peaks and valleys. If it's not a peak, then it's shit. I'm going to say, yeah, Dune was peak for sure. I mean, I'm not saying it's the best thing ever, but in the last 5 years or whatever, 4 years is the pandemic, especially when you lump in Dune 1 with it. Yeah, definitely the most recent attempt at some kind of Matrix, Lord of the Rings. What are the other big ones? Star Wars. Yeah, like I said, Star Wars was psychedelics. Although it's got much more, obviously, like, I mean, the metaphors in Dune are pretty on the nose. Everyone knows what the hell they're talking about. Obviously, there's jihadists and Middle Eastern style imagery going on here with freedom fighters and insurrectionists, what have yous. But of course, it's got this just like Barbie and Oppenheimer and the Civil War movie coming up. There's definitely this like push for more of this civil unrest is coming. War is coming. All signs are pointing to war, to conflict. I don't believe it. I really think we're on the path to peace and prosperity. I think the powers that be want us to go to the path of war and poverty. But there's just too many of us. And honestly, we've been there, done that. Don't want it. DC Comics. I'm excited for my character, Superman, I'm assuming, to be stronger in the comics. Yeah, I mean, stronger is one thing. I've said this before. What I really want in a Superman movie is I want people to come out of that super movie feeling inspired to help people. I want people coming out of that Superman movie and being like, damn, I want to go help an old lady cross the street. I want to donate to some kind of charity or something. I want to go feed the homeless. Like, that's what a Superman movie with done well should make you feel like. Should make you feel like $1 million. Like, you walk out of there like, hey, Dream Girl. Okay. Okay, not Superman. I gotcha. Dream Girl. Yeah, Dune is going to be my entire pop personality for the next month. Yeah, cool. You're going to be pivoting from Arcane. Wait, no, what else was like super peak for you recently, Andrew? I know you were one of these. Also, yeah, no tomfoolery tonight, I guess. I'm guessing since you're here. um, we can let's see, get some people in on one of these Sunday streams, maybe based in Dune-pilled. Yes, Wormpilled. I would totally drink that water of life stuff. It's like, hey, it might kill you, but it's gonna make you trip so hard you're gonna become a clairvoyant, basically. Andor, that was the one I was thinking of. Thank you. Andor is the one that's been your entire personality for a while. Cool. Dreamer DC. No, it's kind of cool. Like, I know you don't know what that character is, but she's about to be one of the most OP, in my opinion, in all of DC. And I know that's a bold statement to make, but there you go. Let's look up Mrs. Dream Girl DC Comics. Is that who is on your avatar there? Probably. Is she coming in the cinematic universe? Oh, I know who Dream Girl is. Nora Nal. Is she going to be in Superman? Is that what you're saying? Enlighten me. The Legion of Superheroes. Wow. Yeah. I'm excited. I will drink the worm juice. Totally. Worm piss. I was hoping it was worm piss because I was like, where do you harvest that? But then I found out, where it actually comes from. And that actually made me a little sad. Stupenzo, the only way you can survive the water of life is if you can alter liquids at a molecular level. Dude, how do you know I don't do that every day? I mean, technically, don't we all? You take liquids, drink it, turn them into piss. That's altering liquids on a molecular level, isn't it? You're basically a giant meat tube that runs on electricity, hydroelectricity. I know for a fact that I've drinking worse than worm piss. In fact, worm piss is my favorite brand of tequila. Yeah. So, yeah, it's called Orino de Gusano. That's what it means. Urine of the worm. Yeah. Tim. I don't think so, Tim. Who's Tim? I'm excited about the new Superman movie based on what I've seen, but who knows? It might be stupid. I also am enjoying the new title. It's just called Superman. And I'm loving, see this blue? See these colors? These colors are spot on. And also bold. They're having a yellow border around. It's got a gold border around the whole emblem. Crazy. Tim the Tool Man from Home Improvement. Yes. Tuesday rewatch Tequila and Blue Kool-Aid. Oh boy. No. I don't think so. I like to drink tequila with just lime. That's what I meant to say. Lime and ice. And yeah, I just like margaritas, man. Mexican martinis is a margarita I love. It's margarita with olive juice, olive brine. It's wonderful. Serve it in a shaker. Yeah, what else is going on, guys? I don't know. I like Dune, man. Back to the Wormpill stuff. I think the movie, the woke agenda, but Dreamer DC Comics. The woke agenda, but Dreamer has cool powers like astral projection. She has the power to go in and out of the dream world, and she can have precognition abilities in her dream. She can also manipulate men with her vagina. No, just kidding. Can't all women do that? In fact, that was like a good plot point in Dune. Some men are just easily controlled. Oh wait, I don't like that. I don't want that. I want the moving background. There we go. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, guys, Dune, it's more programming. They're trying to tell us something's coming. Something's coming. You can't just sit around waiting for the Messiah. Although that's kind of what they did in this movie. And I know a lot of people were complaining about the expedition of the final resolution. Didn't seem to be too much drama. Here's the thing: Paul Atreides is basically the next coming. You know, some guy starts reading your mind. He starts talking about how he can see all possible timelines. I mean, yeah, kind of gonna listen to him, and hopefully everything goes down without a hitch. But yeah, what else is going on? I guess tomorrow, yeah, we'll be streaming live around this time, 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time, about a little hour later. CLS Studios, how are you doing, buddy? I just released a little music video the other day you might want to enjoy. Also, yeah, like I said, Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead is out from last week. That was another family movie you might be into, Dreamer. Might want to check that out. Me and Amateur Analyst had a good time riffing that movie. Yeah, CLS Studio also busy. Yeah, we've all been busy. I'm just glad my cat's doing okay. Ugh. I'm worried about her. I'm wondering what the hell happened to her too. Jesus. I'm just suspecting she got into a cat fight. I don't really know for certain. So yeah, that being said, I don't know. You guys should react to Freaky, the movie. Oh, the little serial killer dreamer killer swap movie. I like that one. I try to use older movies for copyright reasons. Whenever we do newer movies like The Meg, or what are some other newer ones we've done? Yeah, the Universal Pictures and such, they're not big fans of that. They'd rather we make fun of crappy 80s movies nobody gives a shit about anymore. 40, 30-year-old movies tend to be okay for YouTube's. Blind Fury was a great example. I'm trying to think what other movies we got coming up. I know Hostman and I watched The Crow. Trying to wait when to release that. I know I don't want to wait till June when the new Crow movie comes out, but I'm hoping the first trailer for The Crow comes out soon, and I can hopefully time that around the same time. Some other movies we got watched were, me and cousin Michael watched Street Trash, which was so offensive. I might not be able to release the Wii Watch of it. I'll try. It might be better to do like one of these Stupenzocasts and just kind of dissect the movie instead. And yes, CLS, I do have an Instagram. I tried to do my Instagram just for work for my portfolio, and that didn't work out because I guess it notified all my Facebook friends that I created an Instagram, and I got all these followers all of a sudden. I was like, no, I just wanted a free place to host my portfolio. Dreamer, I'm doing a short film in my college class right now, kind of like a Chucky ripoff, but like that's our idea that we came up with. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good. I love killer dolls, especially when the doll's like freaky looking, obviously. When the doll's like really cute, that's also pretty freaky, but it's got to have like angry face when it becomes alive. That's always essential. CLS Studio, Stupenzo, I will DM you some Dorkside We Watch movies idea if I got them. All right. Yeah, sure. Or I can invite you to the Discord server. If you're in there, you can just drop links into the movie wish list whenever you want. Or, just drop some JPEGs, some movie posters in there. I'll find the movies. Yeah. Everyone's loving Dune. And the people who don't love it, they're thinking, it's overrated. They're not saying, it sucked. I think Princess Fiona was the only person saying that she was not happy with the movie, but I don't care. Well, you read the book. I'm sure the book's different. The only thing I have a problem with in horror movies is the final girl trope. Okay. CLS, you're anti-Discord. Sorry. Well, I got to tell you, for what I use it for, it's definitely the best platform for group watching movies with microphones. There's plenty of apps that help you group watch something, but like it's like text-based communication only. I don't know. I want to be able to talk to people on camera, on mic while watching a movie. It's a good movie outside of being an adaptation, says Hostman. Yeah, I mean, the other thing is, I don't know. I thought I got my money's worth, It was a little serious, though. That's the problem. I don't think Dune, these hard sci-fi movies, they don't really gel as much as we'd like them to with the normies, with housewives, mothers, soccer moms. Like, yeah, they'll go see Dune and they'll enjoy it, but they don't really want to watch it again. That's the case with most normies. I think Dune is one of these movies. The story in general, it's one of these stories that's just always going to be uh, um, related to the times we're in. There's always some kind of conflict on the rise, some kind of, charismatic new leader showing up, taking the reins. What's Dune? Are you joking? Dune is part 2, Denis Villeneuve's new movie about the giant sandworms. Let's see here. Let me change my background here. We'll do that. Go with the Stupenzocast thumbnail. That's something I always like doing. Go over here and share my screen. There you go. I guess we'll get rid of this there. Dune, big worms, blue eyes. Yeah. Prepare for Butler in Jihad against the machines, my friends. Yeah, I do like. I don't want to spoil too much of the movie, but it's also like a 60-year-old book. So, yes, it ends with the classic white savior trope. Guy coming out, saving the day, starting a holy war. It was kind of depressing, honestly. Everyone's like cheering. But I think the movie did a good job of showing you that that's actually not a good thing, or at least warning you that it wasn't a good thing. CLS Studio. Actually, Andrew, you and Bagface not doing tomfoolery anytime soon. No, they got college stuff. In fact, I bet you Andrew's doing his homework right now as he's listening to me. I bet you. I am excited to wrap up Arcane. I'll start having Thursdays off. Yeah, I called it. I will start going to karaoke again on Thursdays. Also, I think I'm going to try to get my Renfield video done before April 1st. I think you're hearing it here, that April 10th, I think, or April 9th. April, whatever that Monday is. Second Monday of April. I might not do a Dorkside. I may be at a Eclipse Festival, taking drugs under the total eclipse of the sun out in Utopia, Texas. So if that's the case, I probably won't be able to stream. In fact, I'm going to try to have my Renfield video, my big critical analysis video that you've all been clamoring for months and months. I think I'm going to try to have it ready for that. So, yeah. Actually, Andrew's cooking. He's editing his Dune Part 2 review. CLS Karaoke W. Thank you. Yeah, I should do some more karaoke. I'm waiting to get to 500 subscribers. I'll probably do another song or two here and there, but if I get another, a few subscribers here and there, probably get to my big 500 subscriber karaoke blast. Do karaoke for an hour. I'll do enough karaoke to where you'll be like, all right, that's good enough. You don't need to ask me to have me do karaoke anymore for a while. Let's see here. What were some good parts of, first of all, I was excited. Timothy Chalamet, he's a little mouse boy. He's got his little kangaroo mouse nickname. It's very fitting. But towards the end, yeah, it was like we're watching that little boy turn into a man. He's got his deep yelling voice. And I'm wondering if they like lowered his voice, like his pitch in post to make him sound more manly. Because I wouldn't be surprised if he was like, everyone of the House of Atreides, yeah. They have to lower his voice like, I am the Messiah. Jamalama's here. How's it going? Timmy Boy became a fucking monster. Yeah, he did. He just needs to get on a Marvel movie and get on the steroid diet, and he'll get all jacked like all those other dudes. The duel with Fade Routha and the three Atreides gladiators. Yeah, I thought that was good, and I thought Austin Butler was great. He's a freaky looking dude. He should play like a Nosferatu vampire or something. I also liked how he was basically just doing an impression of Skarsgård, his uncle. He's basically just like, imitating him. Stop talking like that. I don't talk like that. Talk like what? How is everybody? How's Jamalamo? How's Hostman? How is Andrew? I know he's busy. CLS, Dreamer. Hope you guys are all okay. This lovely Sunday. I'll probably just go for another 20 minutes and catch some more stuff. I know we like to talk about the current events and stuff on Mondays. Dork side streams, which are fun. If you're not tuning into those, you should. Unless you're easily offended, then don't. That's the thing about my channel, guys. You should watch these We Watch videos while you can, because I wouldn't be surprised one day if my shit got nuked. Wouldn't be surprised at all. Austin Butler, he's a freaky dude, and I'm hoping he's probably gonna get more work. Stupenzo, just keep having me on, and you will get 500. That stream I was on is your third highest stream. What are you doing? Look at my analytics. Okay, cool. I just had an awesome NA meeting. Cool. Did you have sex? Because I would imagine like picking up chicks at NA meetings would be cool and easy. Jamalama. CLS Studios took a nap. That's lucky. Yeah, I'll probably go to bed early today. Taking naps is awesome, guys. Let's see here. Let's do this. Well, son of a bitch. Yep. More worm stuff, guys. Giant worms. 300-meter long worms. It's quite a sight to behold. Yeah, we're at the age where naps are awesome. The problem is I take naps that end up just becoming like full sleeps, basically. Naps are keeping me alive. I'm always sleep deprived. No, I'm not sleep deprived. I'm just, I don't know, a bear-like human. I'm just one of those guys where if I lay down and put something on TV, I will fall asleep. Austin was 100% doing a Skarsgård impression, and I'm here for it. Yeah. Skarsgård. We're Skarsgårds. Yeah, we're Skarsgårds. Team America. Yeah, if we get to 500 subscribers, that'll definitely be I'll definitely be singing a bunch of Team America songs. I'm so lonely, so lonely. I could sing one right now, honestly. There's nothing stopping me, right? Let's see here. Set background. Let's change this. My desktop does not like it when I'm putting too much light in the rays. I wish they made more of when Timmy tells the Reverend Mother to sit the fuck down. It was a big deal. Yeah, shut up, woman. CLS, more of a tea guy. I am not at the age where coffee is my water. Yeah, I love coffee, but I only drink like 1 cup a day, guys. You know, too much is always a bad thing. Yep. Smoking less weed too. Obviously not right now, but most of the time. That being said, what else is going on? I had a few other things I wanted to talk about. Superman looks good. We'll talk about that more on Monday. Randomness. I don't know. The question is, do we think that everyone loves Dune so much because like we've just been kind of deprived from legitimate movies? That might be a part of it. I thought Dune was good, but it wasn't the best. Jamalama, 2 to 3 cups every morning. Amateur analyst just dropping in to say hi. Love the film. Part 2 makes part 1 better. Need to watch it again and properly rate it. Yeah, I mean, that's kind of what I said after Dune Part 1 came out. I was like, well, can't properly gauge the movie until I see the second half. But it did the reverse Matrix. Matrix Reloaded came out, and it's like, well, can't tell you how good the sequel is until we see the second half. And the third one came out, and it sucked. So therefore, Matrix Reloaded sucked in introspect. Therefore, Dune 2 was great. So Dune 1, automatically better. I watched the roof tracks of Dune and the first one, and it was very funny. So that was my rewatching Dune. Yeah. That carrot juice. It's so delicious. Yeah. Maybe I will sing a little song. Let's see here. Oh, no, this isn't gonna work. I'll have to figure out another one. Only a woman can brighten up my days. Jamalama, it's one of my favorite books. I wanted more. I really loved part 1. Yeah. Have you read all the other books, Messiah and all that stuff? Probably. I'm sure that's the thing is like I know the books are definitely more psychedelic. All this stuff about like superpowers and the psychedelic telepathic omnipotence. New York, it's a hell of a town. Well, I've never been. I know Blue Collar's been. I don't want to know what it's like right now. I'm sure it's bad. Yeah, I don't know. The Spice Melange. Kind of just talking to myself now. 47 minutes. Guys, I don't know what else to say. Just wanted to kind of give some thoughts, some spoiler-free thoughts on the movie. But basically, yeah, the gist of it is, I don't know. I feel like the main takeaway from Dune Part 2 is there is a big holy war coming. It's coming, guys. Get ready. All signs are pointing to conflict. And the powers that be, like I said, they want it. I think we as a civilization, as a nation, as a planet, we need to just, take control of the world again. Stop giving control to these unelected, insane people that are trying to make us eat bugs and live in storage pods. I mean, does that really sound that crazy? Hearing about how these people want us to be genderless, nationless, raceless drones that basically have no rights and no freedoms. And I swear to God, the Constitution of the United States is like one of the few things keeping these damn people at bay. Yeah. Worms is the huge takeaway. That's correct. Worms is the biggest takeaway of the Dune movie. I agree. Killer worms. That's the other thing. There's so many other good. There's obviously Beetlejuice. Those are some other good sandworms. Aren't there some other sandworms in other pop culture? I can't remember. I want to say so. I hope so. What being said, yeah, I don't know. Like I said, Civil War is coming out next month, and probably real Civil War once Trump gets elected again. I know they're not going to be happy about that, but guys, it's happening. I mean, I'm voting for Trump, right? I've been one of those guys that doesn't like the government, right? So when the government tells me not to trust somebody, I'm kind of like, I don't want to listen to them. I don't. Plus, I can't tell you how obvious it is that the last 4 years have been literally hell. And, 2016 to 2020 weren't nearly as bad. I'm going to say that. Also, he's just sweeping all these damn. I love the government when I am in charge. Yeah, exactly. That's the thing is we should be in charge, the people. That's the other thing. Like, who the fuck elected Klaus Schwab of anything? Who the fuck who fucking said that Bill Gates could tell us what to do about anything? Why do we listen to fucking Zuckerberg about anything? Just because they have money? We have to listen to them? These guys act like they're they're de facto rulers. It's not cool. I am your Paul Atreides, guys, telling you guys, no, we will not. If you want to fucking start making money again, if you want to stop being poisoned by our fucking food and water, Jesus Christ, dude, vote for the guy that doesn't fucking, obviously doesn't hang out with these key people. Now, here's some tinfoil hat time. I'm going to tell you guys right now, I'm totally in the Alex Jones boat. The world is run by a 600-year-old satanic cult. I know that's crazy to say out loud, but it's even crazier when you find out it's fucking true. Here's the thing about people like Hillary Clinton and Klaus Schwab and various others. They literally worship the devil. And I know you might not believe in the devil, but here's what's important. They do. And I know, Andrew, this is it wouldn't be my channel if I wasn't saying some really crazy shit. That's the thing. If you watch my Dork Side We Watches, I think I say some pretty some pretty strike-worthy shit in every stream, whether it be an offensive joke or some kind of political ramblings. Here's the thing: if saying, being a a crazy cult of Satanists that want to kill us all is a bad thing, then I don't want to be right. If that's wrong, then I don't want to be right. Yeah. Yo, Barbara Lawrence, how are you? You'd be happy to know I talked about it earlier, but Miao Yen, she's on the mend. She is eating and drinking stuff again. Although I think I might have fed her a little bit too much after I got out of Dune, and she did get a little pukey. So I hope she doesn't puke again. I don't want to take her back to the vet and get blood work done. God damn it. I just want her to just start eating and drinking normally again. And I'm not letting her outside until she does. She's basically a little prisoner. But no, she is on the mend. She's walking around. She's eating and drinking a little bit. So that's good enough. Yeah. It is true. There's so much to back it up in their own words. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's the other thing, guys. Symbolism, it's their downfall. They can't but help. These people in charge just can't help but wink at us and let us know that they know that we know. They love to put these little symbols and stuff, and this pop culture shit as well. Dune, as much as I love the movie, it's definitely trying to, they you have to understand, these people want civil war. These people really want that. That's why they keep telling us, and I think we as a society are just going to be like, no, how about we just vote you fuckers out of office? That sounds easier. And yeah, Barbara, I think it's the next thing with our Ferb. Blood work is expensive. Yeah. Well, the thing is, I already spent $400 on the cat getting her better. So an extra $200, what the hell? It's whatever. It's not like I got bills to pay. Ugh. But yeah, she's my little angel. I love that little cat. She's my little baby. Yellow Man, Yellow Man is basically like this homeless guy that lives in my house. I could take him or leave him. He's a cool guy. He's my buddy. In fact, Yellow Man, Buddy is his real name before he moved in with us. That's what other people were calling him. But he basically just started showing up around my house more frequently. And eventually he just said, fuck all those other people he was living with. And he just moved in with me. So I appreciate that. My mother loves him. He's basically my father reincarnated, Yellow Man. He's got blue eyes, just like the Dune spice melange, just like my father had. He's blonde cat, just like my dad was. He's basically my father reincarnated, showing up saying hello. That being said, Yellow Man's cool, but he is just like a dirty, vagrant cat that moved in. And he's fucking 16 pounds. He's like a 20-pound cat, dude. He's really big and fat and huge and scary. Like, he could fuck me up if he wanted to. Yeah, our first visit was $380. Yeah, it's bad. I remember my dog, Rex, man. He was a big German Shepherd Chow mix, and his hips started going out. And it was like, Jesus Christ. Trying to get him to walk again was like, ugh, not happening. But yeah, that being said, actually, Andrew has blue eyes already. So I could easily do the Paul Atreides cosplay. Yeah. I mean, really, you just got to put a plug in your nose and wear a black paintball suit, black paintball armor with a cape, and a little CIA earplug, but in your nose. There you go. I did like all the Tank Girl references of sucking all the water out of dead people. That stuff's great. I definitely would love to drink that, like put a little plunger in some one of my victims' chest and get a big old glass of water, unplug it and chug it down right then and there. Tasty. Well, I mean, yeah, coming up to an hour. I think I'm going to wrap up soon and say, I guess, yeah, obviously go see Dune 2, especially since next week everyone on the internet's going to be talking about it ad nauseum. So you might as well watch it just so you don't get anything spoiled or so you understand what the hell people are talking about. And yeah, try to understand what this movie's trying to tell you on a social, political, metaphorical level. Or it's just a movie about worms. That too. If you analyze that, that works too. But yeah, I don't know. I am excited about Civil War. I love watching these liberal oppression fantasies like Handmaiden's Tale and what have you. It's funny. The memes of Dune 2 are already legendary. Yeah, and that's the one thing I got to hand it to the movie. Obviously, we all knew it was going to have great special effects, great cinematography, very great sound design, but really great when Paul's like tripping on spice, that stuff was great. Yeah, Barbara, you're totally proving my point. I'm not going to see Dune 2. I tried to find it interesting. I just can't. Yeah, exactly. That's what I said. It's like Dune, as great as it is, it's not gonna entice the normal women, housewives and soccer moms and normies and regular people who aren't into hard sci-fi. Like I said, there's gonna be a lot of ladies getting dragged to that movie by their boyfriends. It's gonna be one of those movies. And that's why, in that regard, it's not as good as Empire, because Star Wars actually did click. It did click with some ladies, or at least clicked better. Dune is a bit serious. There's no levity in the movie whatsoever. And it's all the whole tone of the movie. The whole mood is just epic. That's the whole gold. That's what they're going for. It's just epic, badass, and intense and awesome. I don't know. Also, the romance is very lacking. There should have been just a good old-fashioned, very sweet, loving romance story here. We didn't really get that. Didn't really get that as much as I'd like. I really wanted Zendaya to win me over. I don't think she did. She A, looks too young, and B, looks too homely. I don't know. I don't really find her attractive, which I know isn't important, but guys, let's be real. It is. Rebecca Ferguson, on the other hand, gorgeous. Gorgeous. Even when she's like 8 months pregnant and has tattoos all over her face. I mean, it's like she's still beautiful. And yeah, Florence Pugh. She is rubbing off on me pretty well. She's blossoming into a lovely, commanding young woman. She had a great screen presence about her that reminded me of I was trying to remember who her voice reminded me of. It was definitely more mature is what she was sounding like. Jamalama, do I ever watch Jay Dyer? I don't think so. Let's look him up. Who's Jay Dyer? Jay Dyer. No, I don't. Does he have a good Dune stuff? Dune. See, he's got a Dune video out. Oh, see, I should have the Jay Dyer setup with like. I need to improve my backdrop, guys. I know people don't like the cave, but I like the cave. I don't want to be streaming out of a goddamn neon lit fucking arcade room that everyone streams in. I just like streaming out of a storage room. It's funnier. I've got all like these provisions and stuff nearby. It adds to the disgruntledness of my show. That being said, they did Chani dirty in this movie. Yeah, Chani's supposed to be way more, I don't know, subservient, which obviously doesn't fly in today's movies. Bringing Paul his coffee and newspaper and slippers and stuff. I wanted to love it, I think is what Jamma says. Rebecca Ferguson is the mother. Yeah. Jay Dyer knows all about when it comes to World of Warcraft. Oh, okay. But that's not Warhammer though, right? I like Warhammer. I definitely like Warhammer more than Warcraft. I don't play either of them. But if I had to pick, yeah, Warhammer. Space racists. That sounds badass. I just love this idea that like in Dune also, like the only way that civilization can permeate to the year 10,000 and beyond is if we get a little xenophobic. Jay Dyer knows all about quote unquote conspiracy theories. Oh yeah. Yeah, that too. I mean, I'm all about them, guys. Guys, there's totally signals going on. I'm one of those guys that thinks Trump is still in command of the fucking military. I don't know. There's no way Joe Biden, 81 million votes. You're telling me Joe Biden got the same amount of votes that he got more votes than Barack Obama in Chicago did. Let me say that again. Let me say that again slower so you understand. Joe Biden got more votes in Chicago than Barack Obama did. That just reeks of bullshit. There's no fucking way he did. There's no way he did. Also, yeah, flooding the country of illegal immigrants in hopes that they can somehow, I don't know, vote in the election, or at the very least, riot in the streets when they lose this election. Because, guys, whether you hate Trump or not, he's going to win in like a huge landslide. So just be prepared for that. I was telling people back in 2016, I think he's going to win. Nobody believed me. 2020, I was saying he's going to win for sure. I hope he wins. And honestly, I still think he did. 2020 was rigged. Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I don't care. YouTube, do your worst. I'm just joking, guys. That's the thing. Or am I? Everything I'm saying here is for fucking satirical commentary purposes. And these are all just the reflective views of my own opinions. Chani was good, says Andrew. The movie needed her to be skeptical of Paul and the prophecy, or else the Freeman would be pretty one note. Yeah, I like that. I like that aspect of her a lot. And that's the thing I wanted to talk about also with her is like, when you get wormpilled. And when I say wormpilled, I mean this idea that like Paul is the fucking second coming of Christ or whatever. He is the Messiah. He is the chosen one that we've heard about. That's actually way more terrifying, because it's easy to be a doubter. And I don't know. It's like one of these things like the red pill. The sooner you find out that the world is run by, satanic cultists, the better. The longer you wait, the more you resist the idea, the more you fight against it. When you finally realize that shit, it's going to not be good. Like when you find it out at all, when you find this out, it hurts. It's unsettling. Just like, Chani, these people, they find out that Paul might be the Messiah. It's pretty crazy because it means we're going to a holy war. But if you spend the whole time doubting, by the time it finally hits you in the face, it's going to be really, really, really world shattering. So no co-host today. I'm just doing these Stupenzocast. I think I'm going to do these solo. But tomorrow night we are streaming Barbara Lawrence. First Jamma. Let's get Jamma. The globalists hate Trump and afraid they're going to find a way to take him out or not have an election. Yeah, that's what everyone thinks. Barbara Lawrence, I can't understand how or why every election, and this has to be going on as long as I've been voting, which is a long time, has come down to two shaky old white guys. Yeah, that's true. That is true. My point is, I want to go for the shaky old white guy that everyone tells me, like all the fucking SNL hosts and the Daily Show hosts and John Oliver and all the MSNBC and Fox News and CNN, the Daily Planet, whatever news articles, The Guardian. Anytime these motherfuckers, all these celebrities, they're all getting paid vast amounts of money to say, don't vote for this guy. He's dangerous. He's a threat. That just makes me want to fucking vote for him. I'm sorry, because I don't trust these people. If Hillary Clinton tells me that Donald Trump is the worst thing ever, I am not going to believe her for a second. These fuckers lie to you about everything. They lie to us about everything. It's so obvious right now, post-COVID. Everything they have been feeding us is bullshit. These same people are trying to tell us the economy's doing great, are trying to tell us that Trump is a threat to our democracy and we should get him off the ballot. The fucking, just the lack of self-awareness when someone says that is just like, oh my God, these people think you're stupid. These people think you're stupid. These are the Harkonnens. They think you're dumb rat Fremens. They think you're just, I don't know. You're just like people that should be used as wage slaves. Hillary's the worst. There's a great Norm Macdonald joke. Hillary Clinton is so awful. We hate Hillary Clinton so much that we voted for someone that we hate more, like just to piss her off. Like that's so good. And honestly, Donald Trump, like, I don't care if you don't like him, guys. I mean, we need daddy. Daddy is in office. Daddy's not supposed to be your friend. I want to make money again, guys. It's that simple. Don't traffic children. Stop the trafficking of humans across the borders and start putting money in our pockets. These are universal things that we should all agree on. Put Andrew in charge. Yeah. You're a young whippersnapper. There you go. Easy fix. I think the MSN is beyond a joke. You can literally not trust a single thing they say. Exactly. And I know everyone gives Elon Musk a bunch of flack for Twitter, but God damn it. The fact that those Twitter fact checks are just the only thing like of any kind of merit that are combating the mainstream narratives. But yes, make spice, not war. Take DMT and LSD and mushrooms, and I think you'll start realizing that all this war shit's fucking bullshit. I don't trust the MSN. I do like Jimmy Dore, though. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing, you guys. I was a hippie. I am a pot-smoking drummer in jam bands. So, I've surrounded myself with hardcore liberals. And, they used to be cool. And they act like I'm the one who's gotten crazier. I haven't changed at all, guys. Joking about the same things I joke about, just making fun of things, trying to have a good time. And all of a sudden, everyone's insane talking about racism, that, and homophobia, this, and I don't know. Everyone wants free money. Everyone wants handouts. It just doesn't work, guys. People need to get back to work. People need to do stuff. People need to have a reason. People need to have. I'm a longtime hippie that is left of left. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. Is like I saw the radical leftism take over all my favorite hobbies, and that's the thing. These burns that I would go to, these are hippie meccas, and just listening to all the commie gobbledygook just slowly take over. And that's fine when you hear certain people just, have their weird political beliefs. But the problem is these people get in charge and then they start banning anyone from the page that has any kind of dissenting opinion. Anyone who tries to disagree. The border shouldn't be wide open. You're banned. Who the fuck thinks the border should be wide open? Nobody. And they're trying to gaslight us that it should. And that's not actually what they're saying. It's all a human rights issue. Also, this idea that, the Disabilities Act is another problem. Everyone's trying to become get put on this coveted disabilities coverage. So trans people are going to be labeled disability. People with HIV, people. I mean, I'm not saying that these things aren't problems, but like, Jesus Christ, the Disabilities Act is already a problem with dudes in wheelchairs. It's the reason why every fucking building has to have a ramp. It's just it's not like, fuck people in wheelchairs, but at the same time, I don't know. There's got to be a middle ground here, guys. And again, I don't want to be the cop out and say, oh, I'm actually a libertarian, but yes, I do want the government out of my shit. And these idea that they're going to have armed tax enforcers coming to collect your money soon, because, they're not getting enough tax money from us. It's literally fucking old timey England coming in here, getting their pittance. Come here, collect your shillings, right? Give us your shillings or you'll be shot. And here's the other thing, guys. I did want to do one of these Stupenzocasts about the movie Brazil, and I think that's what we'll talk about next Sunday. I think I'm just going to do a long one next Sunday and talk about Brazil, the movie, as long as I can, as much as I want, by myself, and just let it rip. Because that's one of those movies that, just like RoboCop or From Dusk Till Dawn or Starship Troopers, I'm very well versed in the movie and what it means and what it's about. And I've seen it lots of times, and I could just go off the cuff. Dune 2, I'm kind of still processing what I watched, but it was good. I liked it. Wasn't the best thing ever. Definitely the best thing in recent memory on this kind of summer blockbuster popcorn flick scale. Still not my favorite movie of the year or last year or whatever. I did like some more reserved films. Go watch it again. Yeah, no, I watched it. I will watch it again, I'm sure. Like I said, I just like Star Wars more. Star Wars has more of a family-friendly, uplifting vibe, all ages. That's the other thing. Dune, as much as I love the maturity to it, but at the same time, it's like either go big or go home. I wanted to see more blood. You got people getting slashed and stabbed constantly. Yeah, I want to see some graphic violence. I want to see blood dripping and spraying everywhere. The sounds, the smell, the look of it. It's so important. Visceral killing scenes. I always love them in movies. I want the murder scenes to be shocking and ingrained in your memory. Now this is podcasting. That's great, Adam. Thank you. Yeah, I don't know. I'm just one of these doofuses that just felt like I should go live before I go play some video games. Hey, maybe I'll go live again while I'm playing video games. No, I'll do that one of these other weeks. I do want to start streaming more. I've said this before. I'm going to say it again. I think I'm starting to do it. But yeah, I definitely recommend going to see Dune, seeing it once, seeing it twice. I think I'm going to like it more than Civil War. As terms of like these big movies this year, we only have a few of them coming out, and then it's nothing. It's gonna be a real quiet year this year. Also, especially because the election, Jesus Christ, they are just really going to ramp up the conflict. That's what they're going to want. But here's the thing, like someone said, who was it, Jamma? I think it was Jamma. They're going to, I'm not going to be surprised at all if, because here's the thing, they're starting to realize Nikki fucking Haley is a great example. These random lobbyists and what have you, corporations and politicians and funding groups are just donating massive amounts of millions of dollars to her campaign just so she could stay in the race. Why? She's not winning at all. She sucks, but she's the only other fucking candidate that's still running. That's still, because she's hoping Donald Trump will either get arrested or bow out due to his hundreds of millions of dollars in fines that he's incurred from bogus charges. I don't know. I don't understand like the scorched earth levels of pettiness these people are going through just to try to get him kicked off the ballot. It's really, like I said, everything they do, it just makes me double down on my actions. Just out of hatred of these people, I'm going to endorse and support and follow the leader that these fuckers hate, just because it pisses them off, just because I love to be a contrarian, and also I can't wait to see their faces when, like I said, things are going to look like they're going bad, guys. I'm talking about nuclear rocket scares. I'm talking about riots in the street. I'm talking about maybe a cyber attack or blackout, internet shutting off. Nobody's able to connect to the internet. By the way, it's not going to be the internet that's going to be down. It's going to be little devices, little chips and hard software in your devices that will be prohibiting it from connecting to the internet. The internet will still be a thing. It's just all of our devices will stop connecting to the internet. It's all theater. All these assholes visit the same islands. But no, I don't know. That's the thing, is like, I know they like to say Donald Trump is on the island. He's not. That's one of those things. I've looked into it. It's like everything these motherfuckers say about him is goddamn projection. I swear to God. Or at least we can hope for the Lisa Al Gaib. Now, here's the other thing. This might be, obviously, you don't need to agree with this, and I know this is a little radical, but yeah, I think Trump is the Lisa Al Gaib at this point. He is the what's it called? Warhammer. What do they call him? What is it? The God Emperor. I just love calling him the God Emperor because it's funny. It's hilarious. But that being said, it's just like he's the only motherfucker that's just like presenting any kind of what have you solution for us. He's the only motherfucker that seems to give a fuck about us, me and you and the poor people. I know it's easy to think that he doesn't, but he definitely cares more than these politicians who literally hate us. That's the thing. Donald Trump, he may be indifferent. He may not care for all of us. But I'll tell you right now, Hillary Clinton hates your fucking guts. She does not like you. She thinks you're a lowly fucking lizard person. She doesn't want you having the steaks and gasoline. She doesn't want you having free internet. She doesn't want you to have the right to say what you want. She doesn't want you to have the right to have guns to defend yourself. Guys, seriously, it's that simple. The right to have whatever fucking weapons I want and carry them on my person, and the right to say whatever I want. Those two principles are the fundamental thing that make America awesome. And that's why the whole world looks at us as the shining light, the shining city on the hill, just because we can say what we want and shoot whatever the fuck we have, whatever's threatening us. And that's the other thing, guys. Like, people are enemies. We have them. They want us destroyed. And they really, the biggest reason why they don't want to try the fuck with us is not because of the American military. It's because of the American population. We are armed. We fucking shoot each other all the time. What the fuck do you think we're going to do when like Chinese or Russians or Middle Eastern people just start invading? Do you think they're going to do well? They're going to get their asses kicked. Trust me. It's not like a question. The Japanese emperor back in World War II, famous quote, invading America is extremely difficult. because behind in America, there's a rifle behind every blade of grass. Look up the statistics for how many guns are in America versus the other, second and third most gun populated countries. There's like 15 guns per every person in this country. It's amazing. I got guns. And that's the other thing. I love when I talk to my Canadian or my English buddies on these streams, and I'll talk about a bunch of gun stuff, guns, shooting guns, owning guns. And people seem to think that, they have this notion in their back of their brains, like subconsciously almost, that like, obviously, if you have guns or if you're obsessed about guns, it means you obviously like had some kind of military background or law enforcement background. Or no, that's what makes America awesome. You literally could just be a fucking janitor, and still have a huge closet full of guns and know all about guns and be a gun nut, just like how people are car nuts or film buffs. In America, you're allowed to be a gun buff. My dad, my father, God rest his soul, he was a huge gun nut. He had a gigantic, like a walk-in freezer size safe full of guns. He didn't have any crazy machine guns or anything, but he had fucking dozens of rifles and handguns and shotguns, stuff like that. He had a few grenades too that I think were decommissioned. They were like replicas. But my father, dude, he was obsessed with black powder recreational shooting. He'd go dress up like fucking Wyatt Earp. He looked like a big blonde Santa Claus in a cowboy hat, cowboy vest, dressed like a sheriff. And he'd go to Tombstone, Arizona and other places like that and do recreational black powder shooting. He'd have to load his own rifle with black powder and do those ball bearings and fucking shoot targets. And I don't know if you ever shoot those black powder rifles, but there's so much smoke and noise comes out of those that you can't even tell if you hit the target. You got to hear that metal cling sound, cling, and then you can tell because the smoke plume just shoots out of the rifle barrel and just like totally obscures your vision. And then you got to reload the rifle. It takes like, a good couple minutes. That stuff was fun. Jamalama, see, Canada had Chinese spies in their biolabs. Trudeau covered it up. Toronto Sun is the only one reporting it. Oh yeah. Yeah. Every day more and more bullshit comes out. They all golf to each other's weddings. Yeah. Yeah. I agree with that. Jamalama, he needs to not put neocons in his admin next time. Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's the thing. I love, that's the other thing I love about this stuff is like, I still think like Ron DeSantis and some of these other guys, I really think it's all about optics, Like, I don't think Ron DeSantis is, I think he's still working with Trump. That's why he ran, because everyone that's like saying, oh, we got to pick DeSantis, they're all just outing themselves. Like, oh, okay, I see what you're saying. And then Ron DeSantis drops out and endorses Trump. I mean, I really think there's just like a lot of plays going on here. I'm one of these guys that thinks we're well into the depths of World War III at this point. We've been for a few years at this point, and we don't even realize it. That's why it's so crazy. Hostman, it's gotten so bad that American people are advocating for very un-American philosophy, like the funny mustache man writings or the bushy beard man's writings. Yeah. I have a friend that has a pretty unique gun collection. He really likes World War II Russian stuff. Yeah. My dad had a lot of World War II American Army stuff. He had one of those Saving Private Ryan style. What was that rifle they all used in World War II? It had the little 7-bullet magazine or whatever. Let's look it up. Let's learn some stuff together. World War II American rifle was the M1 Garand. Ooh, maybe that's the one I'm looking for. Here's some handguns. Oh, we've got an M1 Thompson submachine gun. We've got the M2 Hyde, the M3, and the M4A. No, that's not the one I'm looking for. Which one am I looking for? The M1903 Springfield. No, that's a bolt action. I'm looking for the M1 Garand. That is it. This is the one. Let's see. Let's share right here. This guy. Dad had a couple of these. Let's see. Adam, can we back up a second and ask why Canada has biolabs? Yeah, exactly. World War II Russian guns were surprisingly well designed. Yeah, dude. I mean, the Kalashnikov. It's one of the world's most popular fucking rifles ever. That thing is badass. Doesn't jam. Doesn't works underwater and shit. It's crazy. It's like if it ain't broke, don't fix it. that being said, I think I am going to get wrapping up soon. It was good talking all these political conspiracy theories with you guys. It was good recommending Dune 2 to you guys. Here's the thing, Dune 2 is pretty good. Dune 1 and 2 together, yeah, phenomenal. I think it's great. It's definitely an achievement in filmmaking. Like I said, really good stuff with the psychedelics in this movie, like all the stuff about the spice and the worms. Because, as we all know, Dune 2 is about worms and nothing else. It's not about, putting your hopes in a false messiah. Yo, let's hear it. Words of Paradise. How you doing, buddy? I'm going to be listening to your Neon Leon stream soon. I hope you do another one too. I got it saved in my list. It looks marvelous. Well, thank you. I like Dune a lot. Dune 2 was great. And yeah, Florence Pugh, she's growing on me. Even though she has weird boobs, I think she's got a very commanding screen presence, especially in this movie. Like I was saying about Zendaya, like she seems like too much like a little girl for me. She seems young. She looks young. She looks a little homely, and all these frumpy face. But Florence Pugh, she was very young looking in Midsummer, but she's blossoming into a woman. She seems like, not like a child anymore. I didn't end up covering Dune like I said I would. Lol, we got onto other stuff, but I'll be doing it every Friday. But I'm here for your Dune takes. Let's go. Oh yeah, Dune. Oh man, just rewind back when I was talking about all that Trump shit. I know Leon's on board with that stuff. Yeah, I'm like one of those QAnon guys, dude. I'm like hardcore in the Trump train at this point. It's like, not only is Trump going to win the presidency, but he won last time. And this whole last 4 years has been big, giant sting operation to arrest and prosecute these goddamn criminals that have been in charge of the government for the past 40 something years, 50 years, 60 years. Who knows? Like I said, guys, there's a 600-year-old satanic cult that runs the world. And I know that's crazy to believe, but like I said, when you find out it's true, you'll get sick to your stomach, because that's the only thing crazier than hearing that is believing it. It's like, holy shit. Here's the thing about the devil, guys. You don't need to believe in the devil. It doesn't matter, because the people that are running the world, they believe in the devil and they worship his ass. They literally sacrifice children to him. I like Donald Trump. I think QAnon and Nick Fuentes are, I'm assuming it's a poop emoji. Yeah. But that's what's so funny about QAnon is it's just like, yeah, trust the plan, boys. The plan is there's going to be, like I said, it's going to become pretty obvious that Donald Trump's got the election in the bag, and they're going to do everything they can to postpone or cancel the election. And that's when the plan's going to fail, because what's going to happen is the military is going to get involved, and we're going to do some fucking hand-counted paper ballots, and that's not going to be what they want. So then it'll just be like riots in the street. Call all your operatives that have been installed in this country from, the open border, and tell them to hit the streets and start terrorizing the people. But I think the thing is, like I said, that's going to backfire also. I really think these people are desperate. They're so desperate to get Trump out of office. And it's like, that just, like I said, dude, that makes me just want to vote for him even more, just to piss these people off. Also, like I said, I just like making money. Money's fun. It's cool when our currency is worth something. We need to go back to a gold-backed Federal Reserve note, possibly fuck this digital dollar shit. The Federal Reserve note is loaned to us by a goddamn private entity. You guys think the Federal Reserve is like some kind of government branch? It isn't. The money should be issued by the Treasury Department and no one else. The fact that our money is loaned to us by a private company called the Federal Reserve with interest, it's a recipe for disaster. Right now, we're going through a planned implosion of the economy, and it's all by design. But I think what's going to happen is it's going to happen sooner than. I know I'm totally not trolling words. No, Leon, I know. That's why I said, I was like, Leon's on my page. I see your posts. I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I think the thing is the economy is going to implode, but it's going to implode a lot sooner than the powers that be want it to. And the thing is, everything that these people are doing to stop Trump it's all like going to backfire on them. Like the idea that, oh, okay, we took it to the Supreme Court. Now we can basically audit Trump and all of his family members and his private companies that he owns. Oh, okay, cool. And we did, and we didn't find anything. But now we need to do the same thing for Biden and the Clintons and all these people, because we've already set the precedent. We've said that that's allowed. How the fuck does Joe Biden and Barack Obama and the Clintons, how do they make so much money getting into politics? How does Nancy Pelosi amass hundreds of millions of dollars by being a politician? That doesn't make any sense. And everyone knows it doesn't make any sense, but we were just supposed to just quietly not talk about it. Fuck that shit. Jamalama, there's way more better sources than QAnon, Stupenzo. I need to go back and refresh myself. I was on drugs for a while. We'll talk about this. Oh, yeah. I mean, I'm not saying QAnon is a source. QAnon is a bunch. There's Q. And then there's Anons, which are me and you and everybody else. We are Anons. And we read the Q posts, which are just a bunch of weird, vague questions. But they, make you dig. And, that's the thing, is nobody knew who the fuck Epstein was until the QAnon posts started talking about it. Nobody knew, here's the thing. The QAnon stuff, guys, it's just a fun, entertaining idea. It's just like the Dune prophecy, the Dune prophecy. The prophecy says, the prophecy has written. And I'm over here. I'm Javier Bardem's character. I'm just like, yes, everything is like the prophecy has said. And then, of course, there are doubters. But like I said, dude, it doesn't matter if Q is definitely a psyop, for sure. But it's a good psyop. It's a psyop that's like designed to like wake us up instead of enslave us, So I don't care who's behind it. I don't care if it's just a bunch of random trolls in their basement just making fun of stuff. It backfired if that's the case, because now like so many people are on to these people. So yeah, I knew a long time ago about Epstein. Yes, exactly. But as far as like the general public, like, yeah, I don't know. People had no idea what the hell's going on. And now we're starting to learn that Puff Daddy's involved in this shit, which means Jay-Z and Jamie Foxx are also probably involved in this shit. Guys, you don't want to hear about Tom Hanks and Steven Spielberg doing this fucked up shit. Well, you also don't want to hear about your favorite rappers. You didn't think your rappers were into this kind of stuff. They are. Because if they're into money and success and fame and making it to the top, I mean, that's the reason why Adam's channel and mine, that's why our channels don't get monetized. That's why we don't get promoted by the algorithm, because we're not a bunch of kid diddlers. I'm just kidding. We're not a bunch of satanic pedivores. If we were, and there were compromising videos of us, they'd probably, let us get famous. Oh, Sydney Sweeney. That's another weird thing. She's everywhere, right? Her and her big titties, right? They're just getting thrusted in my face. Not like a bad thing, but it's like she was on Saturday Night Live making a joke about how, there were rumors that I was having an affair with that guy from Top Gun from my movie. It's not true. And there was a good joke about why isn't Prince Andrew wearing a jumpsuit? Yeah, I really think the walls are closing in on these people, because like I said, we know. And like I said, Epstein, a lot of people knew about Epstein years and years ago. I think I figured out about like during the pandemic, is when I got like, because everyone was locked in their house, like looking on the internet and just like reading about shit all day. And yeah, it was just like, I don't know, fact checking the fact checkers. You realize they're all lying. So at this point, like, honestly, I could find out the fucking world is flat and wouldn't be surprised. I could find out that like the fucking globe that we know it is totally fucking wrong. And I wouldn't be surprised if they were lying about that. I wouldn't be surprised if they were lying about, where fucking air comes from at this point. Jesus Christ. I mean, where fuel comes from. I wouldn't be surprised if every single thing they say is a lie. Because I mean, if they're lying about this shit, who knows what else they're lying about? Celebrities, intel agencies, cults, nonprofit orgs, think tanks, media corps, investment firms, politicians. It's huge. Yeah. And they all hate Trump, which is why I'm like, yeah, I ain't falling for that shit. And that's what's even more shocking is like, I've got so many like hardcore liberal hippie friends who are just like, so like licking the boot of the government right now. And it's weird and depressing. And I think, like I said, a good portion of them, I think they're going to get red pilled this year, and it's going to be hard for them. It's like you wait too long to take that red pill, and And when I say the red pill, I'm not talking about like fucking men going their own way or whatever. I'm talking about like the metaphorical red pill of like realizing the truth of what the world is, who these people are, and what the hell your intended purpose is. It's like once you see the world, it's like the Matrix, once you see what the world really is, you can't unsee it. And the longer you wait to take that red pill, the more it becomes a giant fucking red suppository. They are really bad at predicting unintended consequences. Yeah, every load of bull they shove ends up backfiring one way or another. Exactly. Damn, Stoops, you got me all fired up. Guys, don't be worried. I know everyone's freaked out. It's like uncertain times. And like I said, Dune and Civil War and these movies are, Barbie, Oppenheimer, these movies are trying to project massive changes are coming. And that is true. But like I said, guys, there's two paths. There's a path of peace and prosperity. There's a path to war and poverty. And everyone's going to take the path on the right to peace and prosperity. And I don't mean, the right, right wing of fucking, I'm just saying the path to what's right. The path to what's wrong is, us all living in cubes, eating bugs, not being able to fucking buy gasoline, all this shit they want to do. They want us all to have a goddamn internet, data, user check. They want all of our information. They want our fucking money installed in our wrist. They want to be able to just turn off our bank at will. They will always choose war and poverty. Yes, it will catch up with them. Exactly. I choose whichever path has meat at the end. Yes, I choose whatever path allows me to tell jokes. That's my fucking thing. That's why I became, hardcore Trumper early on, because like once I was not able to make fun of gay people anymore, I was like, fuck this shit. I'm out of here. If I can't make fun of look, guys, seriously, I know trans thing is a real thing, but can we just admit that trying to cut your dick off is a little funny? Like we can't even admit it's a little funny. Come on. The guy wanted to cut his dick off. I mean, come on. We can't admit that it's a little funny that all I have to do if I get arrested is just say I identify as a woman and I'll get put in a women's prison. Hello. It's like a kid at a candy shop. How is that not kind of funny? I mean, obviously it's not funny if you're a female prisoner. It's fucking terrifying. But yeah, big facts. Comedy is the ultimate art form. You try to take it away and we will riot. Yeah. That's the thing is it has been taken away. Movies and TV shows are just not as funny. That's why I fucking listen to the Jack Show and Saturday Night Hypnosis and my own streams, me and Blue Collar Loser and Lord Toxic on Losers Lounge. We have fucking such a fun time just riffing on movies. And Barbara, I know it's hard to be a Trumper. I mean, that's the thing. I know. Trump, he's a weird guy. But God damn it. I really think the military's on his side. I really think the military's got his back. I really think what's going on is there is a plan in motion to get rid of this goddamn Orwellian-like satanic cult that's running the world. Like, I really think we're living through the biggest sting operation the world has ever seen. And who knows? I might be wrong. We'll find out in about 6 to 7 to 8 to 9 months, if it was all bullshit. R.I.P. Bill Hicks. Yeah, exactly. That's the one thing I didn't really like about Bill Hicks is he was basically doing what I'm doing right now and calling it comedy, whereas it was more like political ranting. George Clooney was at least funny. I mean, even though he was very similar and, a lot of his stuff was a little cringy. I bet you if George Carlin was alive right now, he would definitely be, telling everyone to get vaccinated and shit. So, it is what it is. Barbara, he's the only option at this point. Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's the thing. I don't think there's any white hats. There are no white hats. I think there are. I think there are people, people just guiding us. And that's the thing is like I said, dude, whether you believe in QAnon or whatever, the point is there is a Q. There is Q. There's posts on the internet that are making people ask questions. And then there are Anons, people like myself and others. And the whole fucking thing is like when the questions start happening, when shit starts looking really confusing. Well, here's the thing. George Clooney, there is that picture of George Clooney and Barack Obama on that dinghy with that little Asian child, right? You've seen that, right? So, George Clooney, too. He's up there. He's in that group. And yeah, it's a shame, too, because I liked him a lot. And From Dusk Till Dawn. Bat nipples. Yeah, I hope I'm wrong, says Jamma. Yeah, I mean, that's the thing. It's like, it's just very much like Dune. It's easy to sit around and wait for a Messiah. But at the same time, we also have to do our part. And that involves saying uncomfortable things like telling Barbara, hey, I know it's hard, but yeah, you got to vote for Trump. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's the only way. It's the only way. The guy's gotta, here's the thing. He was in office for 4 years and he saw everything. He saw all the declassified shit. And that's why they're so desperate to make sure he doesn't come back in. Because, like, I swear to God, he gets in again, it's going to be clean house. And I know they're talking about draining the swamp. Well, I really think it's coming, guys. I really think it is, because even if Donald Trump doesn't do it, even if for some reason he drops out of the race or gets assassinated or just loses the election fair and square, who knows? It's still not going to be enough. We're so pissed off right now at the people in charge. You're sitting over here telling us that Biden is working great. He's not a fucking senile, dementia-ridden fucking idiot. That Jean Pierre, what's her face? You're not going to sit there and tell me that she just sits there and lies at all of our faces every time she does a press release. She's just lying her fucking tits off every goddamn day. It's like her job. And it's funny because, like, the same lie repeated over and over again. It's like, we're not falling for that shit anymore, guys. And yeah, the CIA uses religion. That's a fact for sure. The thing is, it's like Adam said, like, everything they try to do backfires, like they were catering too hard to blacks and Latinos. And now look at them. Every fucking black person and Latino I know hates these motherfuckers. They're all voting for Trump. They're all like, please bring him back. I want him back. I'm sorry we called you racist, Mr. Trump. Shit, I want to make money again. That's the basic thing we all want. We all want ourselves and our families taken care of, and we don't want people being, transported across borders in mass volumes for nefarious purposes. It's really that hard. It's really that simple. We want to keep our guns and be able to say whatever we want. What's it? Some guy in England got sent to 2 years in prison because he was putting "it's okay to be white" stickers everywhere. Here's the thing, guys. It's not racist to say it's okay to be white. You can't convince me that. Like, I'm not a racist. But when you tell me, hey, I can't say, white people are cool. No. That's obviously racism, guys. And it's, again, just changing definitions on a whim just to fit narratives. We got to stop falling for that shit. We got to stop. We got to start standing ground and just not being afraid to be called mean names. We got to be not afraid of our friends saying, hey, that Enzo guy, he's a fucking weird QAnon racist. I don't care. I don't care if you think that, because I'm right, motherfucker. And I'm not. I'm not a racist. Call me a racist. Call me a Nazi. Fine, whatever. That does nothing, because A, I'm not a Nazi, and B, it doesn't really affect what I just said. It doesn't change anything. So call me an istophobe, call me a whatever. Guys, I haven't given a fuck what people thought about me since I was a little kid. I just do my own thing. I've always done my own thing. I'm just that kind of guy. I roll with it. And I'll say what I want to say. And, I can be polite, I could definitely have no problem telling someone to fuck off. But at the same time, I can also do it in a way to where it's like, hey, man, let's still be friends. But seriously, like, I'm seeing too much of you. Or, hey, we're agree to disagree. Let's not fight about this. We're not enemies, guys. And that's the thing. They want us fighting with each other. These motherfuckers want me and Jamalama fighting with each other. And I'm going to be like, no. These people want me and Barbara fighting with each other. They want me and Barbara to be like, oh, you like Trump? I don't like Trump. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, guys, because we're all in the same boat. Just like these Fremen. We're a bunch of Fremen living in the desert, hoping for scraps. And the thing is, guys, they have the means. They have the means. We've seen the pictures. We've seen the videos. We know the stories from our grandparents. We know what it was like in the 50s. It wasn't a fucking hellhole. There was a time where we had money and decency, and everyone was happy to a certain degree, or at least happier than nowadays. Everyone's just living on edge, thinking the fucking civilization's coming to an end. And look, I'm definitely thinking the world as we know it is coming to an end, but not in a bad way, in a good way. The shitty world we know, where we all have to work fucking dead-end jobs for nothing. We all have no savings. We can't buy houses. They want us to eat lab-grown meat. Guys, I'm right next to a goddamn cattle ranch. There's no fucking shortage of beef here. They changed the definition of vaccine in the dictionary. I was done caring about the whole shit show. Yeah, exactly. No way me and Stoops are on team fuck the satanic cult ruling the world. Yeah, exactly. I think honestly there's two satanic cults running the world. There's the ones that worship Baal and the ones that celebrate Moloch. And they're actually at war too with each other, and we don't even realize it. Couldn't sleep, so I'm here for the next 4 minutes. Okay, well, we'll wrap up in 4 minutes then. All right. But yeah, guys, I hope you enjoyed my Dune 2 review. I'm just fucking with y'all. I did like the movie, and yes, I think we are. It's easy to be scared right now, guys. It's easy to be worried, but really, just hold on. Just hold on another year. I'm pretty sure. Yeah, we need to tax the rich, exactly. But we already do that. We tax them a lot. The thing is, we are there. They say they want to tax the rich, but they really want to tax you and me. That's why they have like 1 million armed IRS agents getting ready to go door to door pretty soon. Happier things were still pretty messed up back then, but yeah, we could still basically buy a house and feed our families. Yeah. Basically, what I want is the 50s, but with no racism and sexism. Okay, that's basically what we want. Like I agree. Women, shouldn't be treated as second-class citizens, and you shouldn't hate black people just because they're black. That's stupid. Everyone knows this. But I gotta say, watching all these, watching these certain people loot stores and stuff, it's not a good look, guys. So if I was a black dude, I would definitely be telling all my black friends to stop that shit. Fucking every time I see a video of one of those lootings, it's just not even surprising. I just every man watches those videos of like a guy taking a huge cart full of shit they don't need and just fantasizes about what I would do in that situation. And that's the thing, is like there was a video recently of some guy, and it was a white guy getting stopped stealing a bunch of shit out of Home Depot, a bunch of tools, and a bunch of guys in the parking lot just grabbed him and beat the shit out of him and filmed it. Like, get out of here! You're not taking anything, And that's the kind of shit we need to start doing, guys. It just really, we need to go back to chopping hands off. Seriously, like fucking chop this dude's hand off, and if he does it again, chop his other hand off. He learns. Starship Troopers, corporal punishment. Stop fucking arresting people and then putting them through like year-long court processes that cost a lot of money, and then fucking fining them and community service and maybe jail time where they get free room and board. No, you fucking get arrested, you get caught red-handed, you're going straight to the courthouse, you're getting 10 lashings, and then you're back to work. That's, I mean, I know that sounds fucking harsh when I say it out loud, but Jesus Christ, it just seems like that would just put so much less stress on everything. This whole, the worst part, the waiting. It's that Tom Petty song. The waiting is the hardest part. We need swift justice, guys. Words of Paradise. Why is it you are always on Instagram when I am? Oh, yeah. I don't know. Chronically online. The billionaires pay lower percentages in taxes than I do. Yeah. But that's the thing, is like those billionaires. First of all, yeah, I mean, billionaires, it's like Words of Paradise, never on Instagram, doesn't know what you're talking about. CLS, why are you lying? Yeah, the thing about the percentages is like, these guys say, hey, we're going to tax the rich this much, but it's like they're talking about taxing the rich like 30-40%. Like nobody wants to be rich if that's the case. You got to make it worthwhile to be rich. Also, you can't be taxing people based on their assets, because your what's it, your wealth, your what's the word I'm looking for, like your actual your wealth of all your assets and stuff. What's that called again? Jesus Christ, I'm talking too much. Yeah, I mean, that's based on like what's the companies you own and stocks you share and stuff like that. So it's like an estimation. It's not like amount of money you have in your bank. Yeah, sick to death of corporations asking for donations to charity. Fuck yes. And so is everybody. Motherfucker, you are a billionaire company. Why are you asking me for money? Dude, that was so funny when Oprah and Rock, Dwayne Johnson, were asking for money for the victims of Hawaii. And they got called out so hard. Like, fuck you guys. And of course they were saying like, oh, well, we donated a bunch of money. We just were hoping you would help. It's like, fuck you. You motherfuckers are the ones who burned Hawaii down in the first place. What are you talking about with your laser weapons? Am I joking about that or am I not? I don't know. I guess we'll find out. Yeah, we used to tax millionaires at 90% and they still got rich. Yeah, but I mean, you're talking about 90% of your, your income, maybe. That's just like, I don't understand how that's even feasible. Yeah, I just think, first of all, guys, taxing millionaires, this is how we fix everything, okay? Seriously, this is how we save a fuckload of money and we all get rich. First of all, abolish all 3-letter agencies. The CIA, the FBI, the IRS, that's a big one. The fucking the Federal Reserve needs to go. We need to go back to a treasury-backed gold reserve money. Gold-backed money from the Treasury Department. That is what we need to go back to. And we need to abolish all taxes except for a sales tax. And that is enough. That is plenty of money to cover all the infrastructure, all of the necessary stuff, including the Defense Department. I know we love to spend lots of money on the Defense Department. The problem is, like, they're taxing us all this extra money because they want to spend billions and billions and billions of dollars laundering money in Ukraine and Taiwan and other countries that they have under their finger that are used to literally launder money. And it's good that there's these places are getting sniffed out. That's why do you think they're pushing so hard for Ukraine money? Why do you think they're pushing so hard for this Ukraine stuff? Because that was their big piggy bank. They can't get their fucking adrenochrome. They can't get their fucking illegal drug money. They can't get their human trafficking money. It's hard. It's hard right now to be a Satanist, cabal member, Illuminati dude, right? The creature from Jekyll Island. If we were going to have taxes, it should be a flat tax across the board. But personally, I'm a sales tax guy. Yes. I told you me and words are on the same page. It's a tiered bracket. You don't get taxed from your first dollar at 90%. You get taxed at 90% over the dollars over 100 million. It works fine. Okay. But like I said, is just a sales tax, and maybe a pretty size, a little higher size sales tax than what we're used to. But like I said, no state tax, no wage tax, no property taxes. I'm serious, guys. A sales tax, you do the math yourself. Sales tax, it'll cover everything, except for all the illegal shit that our tax money goes to that we don't want to spend money on anyway. Don't forget, Donald Rumsfeld announced $2.3 trillion missing on 9/10. Well, of course, we'll never forget. Documentary about the Federal Reserve. That's how we did a solid middle class. My mom was a bank teller and still was able to afford her own house. Exactly. She was a single mom of 4. I earned so much more than she ever did, and I can't buy a house. Exactly. It's not that your money, it's not that stuff is getting more expensive. It's just that your money is worth less. Because that was the joke. You talk about, and that's the thing. They keep saying, oh, inflation's down. Inflation's down to 6% instead of 7%, 8%. It's great. Fucking inflation is cumulative. It's cumulative. It keeps going up and up and up. It never goes down. The fucking price of shit never goes down. No, it just goes up. The percentage rates go down a little bit. The inflation rates go up, down in a little bit. And they're supposed to say the economy's great. Kiss my ass. Yes, texting me on shit I already own. Get out of here. Sales tax doesn't pay the rich, just the poor. Perhaps, but everyone buys shit, that's the thing. Everyone buys things, whether it be, I'm sure you buy a house, there's a sales tax to that. You buy a fucking, whatever. The question is, should there be sales tax on like paying your bills and stuff? That's a question. Possibly. It can't be much though. That's the thing. Is like, you got everybody putting in a few dollars in the piggy bank billions of times a day. It's plenty of money. It's plenty of money. But the problem is, a lot of the millennials, the zillennials, the the little kids, they're getting wise. The rich can afford the sales tax. Exactly. I think everyone can afford a sales tax. That's the point. Sales tax on a yacht going to be a lot more than a grocery trip to Wally World. But that's the thing, is these kids are realizing, like, wait a minute, why is it that I get taxed on money? Because I get it, but then I got to spend the same money somewhere. And there's another tax on that. And then that money gets spent somewhere, and that's a tax. And then owning the money is a tax. It's like you're getting taxed countless times for the same dollar bill. And that dollar bill is loaned to us by the Federal Reserve with interest. So guys, like I said, it's a recipe for disaster. It was designed to fail, designed to implode after 50 years. It's why we switched to the Federal Reserve note in the 70s, and then now what did they do to fix that? Oh, they just gave everyone credit cards. That was the new fad. So they're going to do the same thing, or they want to do the same thing, have this economy implode and switch us to a digital dollar. That'll be their solution. Hey, the economy's imploding, but we got the solution, digital dollar. And I think right at the last minute, we're all going to pivot back to gold, because guess what? We can fucking vote. And that's the other thing. I can't tell you how many times like there's some rule I heard, some bullshit law, and every time I have the same response. I didn't vote for that law. Who fucking decided that was a rule? Especially when you start talking about these like like for instance, I was trying to buy a gas can. Okay, every fucking gas can. If you've bought a gas can in the last 2 years, you know what I'm about to say. Every fucking gas can you can get at a Home Depot has the stupidest fucking safety nozzle on it to where you can't fucking put gas in a vehicle. It's so ridiculous. I don't understand who thought this was a good idea. And you can't even buy a regular gas can with just a normal hose that you stick in a gas tank and put gas. No, everything's got to have this little, it's a switch that you got to hold down before you tip the gas. And then like you pull the lever up and the gas comes out. It's impossible to do it. And it's like, who fucking said who made that a law? Who said that had to be a rule? Who these fuckers that, like I said, these unelected assholes that are just passing laws willy-nilly that none of us got to see the fine print on this. We didn't vote for this shit. Guys, we got to take this country back. We got to take the world back. Okay. So yeah, we got to all become a little Paul Atreides. Paul Atreides. We all got to be Paul. We all got to just like rile people up. Say, hey, enough of this shit. Yeah. And I guess it starts with, just not voting for Trump, but just noticing all the bullshit Trump is going through, just trying to get on the ballot. That's the first step. You start noticing all that, and I think you'll just come around to your own conclusions soon enough. I'm not going to sit here and tell you who to vote for. I'll tell you who I'm voting for and who all my friends are voting for, even my hippie friends who don't want to admit it. I got so many hippie friends who are like, dude, man, honestly, man, like I'm thinking Trump. Dude, fucking, what's his name? Michael Rappaport is thinking about voting for Trump. Okay, that should tell you everything you need to know. Okay, when people like Michael Rappaport, who spent the last 4 years talking shit about the guy, he's coming around. He's like, you know what? Joe Biden's so terrible. I'm not even. And yeah, we all found out that Barack Obama was secretly running the fucking White House out of the basement. None of us would be surprised. Okay, just like how we all found out that Michelle Obama actually was a man, just like Joan Rivers said before she got killed in a plastic surgery accident. We wouldn't be surprised about that either. It's just we're so disillusioned at this point. We're so used to everything being, fact checked, coming out to be being revealed to be bullshit. Every time they fucking say something, it's like a week or two goes by. It's like, oh wait, that was all a lie. Now it's not even that long. Now it's like a day, like the same day. Something will happen, and it'll be like, oh wait, nope. That whole narrative is collapsed. There's a video. Oh, nope. There's a picture. Oh no, there's a video of the suspect. Nope, there you go. There he is. Oh, never mind. Everything they said was bullshit. There were just recently, there's a new piece going on right now that rural white Americans are the threat to America right now. The same fucking people that Joe Biden and Bill Clinton and all these dudes came from. They're the same. What? They, like I said, dude, they have no self-awareness. They have total hypocrisy, like just coursing through their veins. And I just don't even understand. Like every time they like Adam said, every time they try to get us to think one way, it just makes us realize, nope, we're doing the opposite. It's like the fucking Barbara Streisand effect times 1,000. We should get rid of Citizens United too. Yeah. That's the other thing, guys. You're going to realize like things that you think were good, like the Salvation Army. You're like, oh yeah, the Salvation Army, they do good, right? Wrong. They actually are one of the biggest human trafficking fucking smuggling rings in the world. And you're like, what? No. Yes, motherfucker. Yes. It really is like earth-shatteringly evil. How disturbed this world that we live in is. And like I said, the sooner we all figure it out, the better, because everyone unites. Crimes against children unite us. When someone, I don't have any kids, but if I find out Puff Daddy was fucking little kids, like, no, that motherfucker needs to be hanged. You know what I mean? It's just that simple. If I find out, we all agree on certain things. Like, no, fucking mass murderers from Mexican cartels should not just be allowed to just walk across the border and get free money for living here. Like, obviously, that's stupid. Like, and you saying that doesn't make you a fucking right-wing racist, And the fact that they try to convince you that just shows you how desperate they are. They're trying to, like Orwellian 1984, just try to, it's like The Giver, like changing words, what they mean. Remember when they say, oh, the baby, they kill the baby, right? And they say, oh, the baby's just asleep. That's what they think. But the baby's dead. We just changed the meaning of dead to sleep. We just think the baby's sleeping. It's just the same thing. Like, The economy's not bad. The economy's good. The economy's terrible, guys. Fucking, I don't know a single person right now that isn't struggling. Okay. So that being said, we got 5 till the top of the hour. I'm sorry, 5 till 2 hour stream. It's 11 past. Hey, it's 11:11. Make a wish, guys. And it's March 3rd. 3/3. Cool. I don't know. I think I said enough to get me reprimanded on YouTube. And that's the other thing. YouTube is at a they got a tough choice. They can either block my video and give me a fact check or something, which again, just it's like the seal of approval right now. Or they can just let the video stay and try not to attract any negative attention. And honestly, I don't think they're gonna do the first thing because I don't have a whole lot of people watching my videos. If I had hundreds of thousands of people watching these videos, you goddamn right, copyright people would be harder on my ass. You're goddamn right, YouTube would be harder against my terms of service violations. But again, everything I say on this stream is a joke, not to be taken seriously. Wink, wink, say no more. Everything I say on this stream is just the ramblings of a drunk dude who smokes a lot of pot and semi-retarded. There you go. Did I cover myself legally right there? Everything I'm talking about is just me focusing on my stand-up comedy bit that I'll never do. Yeah. But anyway, we've had a good dozen or half dozen people watching consistently all night. And I thank you guys. Hope to see you guys soon and stream with you guys soon. You guys know any good streams open? Just, don't be afraid to hit me up. Don't be afraid to say, yo, Winzo, come stream right now. I want to go live. You two guys, I hope you guys have a great week. I hope you guys watch Dune Part 2. And I hope you enjoy it. I did. I hope you guys have a great week. I hope to see you guys tomorrow night here at this channel around the same time, 10:30 p.m. Central Standard Time. And yeah, I guess what else is going on? That's about it. We've got, I know, like I said, I will also be on Adam's Barbara's channel, B-Sides. I'll be on B-Sides this Friday again, just like last Friday. That was fun as hell. I know Andrew said that he's working on his Dune 2 review. I'm excited for that. I know Dark Hour just had his come out today. That was good. Yeah, it's a good show. It's a good movie. Definitely recommend watching the first movie again before you see the second one. That's obviously a given. And yeah, as much as it might pain you, I think we're all going to just have to rally behind the Orange Man, guys. My Dune 2 review fucking flopped. Yeah, I'm not surprised. I don't think everyone knows the movie's going to be good. And also people don't want spoilers. People don't want to watch, like Marvel's, Madam Web. These are movies that it's like, I just want to hear how bad it was. I know it's going to be bad. I just want to hear how bad it is. That's why these videos are doing good. Also, some of these other videos like Indiana Jones, Dial of Destiny, people honestly didn't know. They're like, is it going to be good? Is it going to be bad? We don't know. I mean, I knew it was going to be bad. But there was that need to know. Everyone knows Dune's going to be badass and nobody wants anything spoiled, even though it's a 60, 50-year-old book. When was that book made? In the 70s, right? The 70s, right? Let me double check here. Year. Oh, but it'll say it takes place in the year of release. Yeah, I know it takes place in the year 1100. Oh, it came out in 1965. Okay, cool. So yeah, damn. About 60 years. Almost 60 years old. Loved you on B-Side, says Jamma. Thank you. And don't worry, Leon, man, your channel's doing great, buddy. Don't worry about your Dune 2 review. Let's see. Yeah, my channel slowly but surely, moving on up. I'm excited. I enjoy talking to you guys. I enjoy having fun. I enjoy watching these stupid movies. I enjoy laughing, telling jokes. So that being said, yeah, it is funny. I agree. Words of Paradise. That being said, I'll see you guys real soon. Okay. Probably tomorrow evening. Yeah, take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Adam, Barbara, I hope your all's cat is doing well, gets better. Just like my little cat. I hope she's, let's pray that she's still on the mend tomorrow. I hope she doesn't keep throwing up. That'd be terrifying. My little cat. I love her so. Anyway, I love you guys too. Thank you guys for being here. Jamma saying 07. Don't know what that means. I assume it means something. It's cool, though. It's a cool little sign off. All right, guys. Thanks so much, and I'll see you all soon.